Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Hari. Thank you. What's the time? 10:15. Aditi. Exactly at 15 minutes. Please raise. And if somebody knows Aditi, make sure you can bribe her, telling her, get up at 10 minutes only. Okay? When I was sitting there, our district governor, he is quoted as an out-of-box thinker. And I was asking my cabinet secretary, I mean, not my cabinet secretary, the cabinet secretary of this district, where is the box? I really don't know. Even Vaman Kumar sir, when he said that, okay, you are the opening batsman, you have to go rock, get a century. I mean, Don Bradmer is sitting out there, and what this guy is going to do here from the stands here. So many speakers, and I told Kavan Kubayur also, boy, you have this Sarve Jano Sukhino Bhavantu guy who made it for 5 minutes. You heard the laughter from the whole auditorium. Speakers got to be like that. Who is that Sarve Jano Sukhino Bhavantu guy? 317C. Sambandha. Governor. Okay, so this is something I've been given for a good 15 minutes to talk on Leo to Lion. I don't know how many people here are Leos, but maybe majority of the audience could be Leos. If you are well aware with the terminology of Leo, it is fine. But guys who are not Leos, I want to be very clear. I'm not going to touch on the technical lines that you will be thinking on saying that how a Leo to be a lion. This is an absolutely line called as live it. It's a Leo and it's a lion. The whole idea is, I'm a Leo and my aim is always to be a lion. My idea, the whole idea is to make sure that you be a Leo. You live where you are. I don't say that you don't become a lion. The idea is, unless and until you don't live what you are doing, the concept of reaching somewhere that where you want to reach may not be fulfilled unless you are not living it. Live it fully. That is the whole concept that I want to tell in the whole 15 minutes that is given to me. Yeah. Being a lion. This guy. We met him somewhere outside. Okay. I am under his guidance as a lion. When I say that I am a lion, I am under his guidance as a lion. What happens is, most structured fellow, most in-depth organizational capacity holder who gives you an insight saying that how it is supposed to work in an organization, clear cut. He knows his goals, his visions, his clarities. He knows where he's going, what it is up to. So immediately what happens when I say that a Leo looks up to lion, in that case, I being a lion, I look up and saying that, okay, this is how I am supposed to be in my coming years. This is how I am supposed to be in my coming years. Suddenly in Ahmedabad, Isame, I meet one more guy, Namma Sambandha. He just told you all these people had come home and sir, nanu aa slide na hakidini so that it is very clear that people had come to your home. Yure bandidalva nim hatra? Yeah. So allidaru. My governor is very clear saying that he calls me up and says, Preetham, idu GLT, this is your work, this is what you are supposed to do, idu hige madbeku, hage madbeku, and then that is done with him. Okay. I met this guy in Ahmedabad. What happened there was, we had a very small conversation. After that, I flew back to home. Next day, what I felt was, next day at 7:30 at home in Coorg, when I landed up at home, I get a call from him saying that, Ponnappa, manige neevu talpidra. You are getting what I am saying? That shook me off. Till then, he was just a district governor for me. My ideology was absolutely on Vasant Kumar Shetty saying that, okay, my life would revolve around this. This is how I am going to project myself on Telugu. Why I am saying that this is not a comparison saying that who is a better lion, who is not a better lion. This is what the lionism actually gives to you. These two people are coming from a different spectrum altogether. They offer different lines. They offer different challenges that they have and that makes the organization the beautiful one, basically. This is what I want to tell you. It is not who is a better lion or how to be a better lion. There is no thing called as a classic lion. If you take it as, if you actually look at people in a different lines, they are unique that way. They are just living it. when this guy calls me up and asks me saying that, okay, you manage reach agidra, then I realize saying that, okay, it's not about the only thing that where I'm heading on anta. I need to be more grounded. I need to understand that where I come from anta. So somebody is also backing up. This organization offers you that limelight wherein you meet people from different roles they offer, different kinds of ideologies they carry. So my point to the Leos is like, don't look at the lines and say that that is Lionism. My idea that is very clear to you is, you have to look at Lionism through a line. It's not that you have to look at a line and say that this is Lionism. That line will be heading to the Lionism that he is going for. But for you, you have to understand the essence. Here the picture is very clear. The small Leo is actually looking at the line, but the line is looking at the horizon. The intention here is, if you are actually focusing on one thing, you're going to miss the other horizons. The basic part, what I wanted to communicate to you is, if you don't really live where you are, for example, if you are heading to that line wala concept, you will miss being a Leo, and don't have that thing of missing what you are at the moment. That moment is absolutely precious for you. And I want to tell you one thing. This is a clip that I took it from the Lion King movie. Maybe you might have ignored it, but then yeah, it's coming on and on Star movies. Is that HD wala thing? Huh? You know that Simba, chota guy, the Leo is a Simba, and his father is Mufasa. Okay. The moment that Simba gets to know that he's going to be a king in some time, he goes up to his father and says, Dad, tomorrow I'm going to be the king after you, right? Huh? And he's so excited. You should watch that movie. That's a Disney movie. He says, yeah, Simba, you're going to take over this whole. And he's like, the whole kingdom is mine. The whole kingdom is mine. And he's like, yeah. The father Mufasa says, how? The whole kingdom is yours. Nimde, everything you can do. Then in that excitement that Simba says, then I can take anything I want. You can take anything I want, Alva. When you are a king, when you are on the absolute power, you can take anything you want. That time that Mufasa says, the real king is the one who thinks of giving, not taking. It's more important that what you give, Anta. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. It's not about when you have that absolute power there when you can take it. It's the power there when you have the power to take it and still not utilize it and make sure that you give it back. That's the essence of actually looking at Lionism. The whole concept of actually how a Leo has to behave, how a Leo has to be there, this Kavan Kubaur team has actually showed it to us. The protocol part, the organization part, the punctuality part, everything has been seen there. But what I want to say is, what is that essence that you carry out even if you are not a Leo? Even if you are not a Leo. When you complete that Leoism, don't think that okay, you're going to take it to the higher position of being a district governor. That is where I am heading to, Anta. If you are heading to a goal, you will not live the moment. The only concept here, how a Leo has to be in his full life, is something that you need to watch on. Praveen Shetty, my friend, ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಇವರು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಲಿಯೋ ಟು ಲೈನಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ, ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದು, ನಾನು ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದು? ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮನೆಗೆ ನೆಂಟರು ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸಿ, ಸೊ ಆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ನಾನು ಕಲಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ. ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸರ್? ಯಾ. ಎ ಲೇಮನ್, ಎ ಫಾದರ್, a simple person will ask only you to do that. He never said that ನೀವು ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನೀವು ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ he never said that. The basic concept what you are supposed to do is get into your basics. Everything else is positional, guys. Everything else will come to you. The point is, you need not have that structure, sticker, everything thinking that I need to be that, this and that. The whole thing, whatever is here, has to be your lifestyle. You have to live it. When I say that you are supposed to be a simple person in Tandaga, you shouldn't say that you are a simple person. I should say that Divya Vasan Shetty is a simple person because she is a simple person. She lives that. She cannot come to me and say that I am a simple person. Anta. Clear? That is how you are supposed to live it. If you don't live by example, then possibly whatever you are incalculating is just to forward that SMS message to your friend saying that I have this Anta. I have the message Anta. I am not walking it Anta. Walking it is a completely different thing, and what you say and what you do. I remember Kripa Alva, when she came to our club, she said, your audio has to match your video. Otherwise, everything else is in YouTube, alva. Why do you want a person to walk from there and say that, okay, this is how you are supposed to live? You are supposed to live like how you are. For that, you need to have all these things. And these are not things that you can purchase. This is something that you have to inculcate. Absolute ones. And this is not something that has been, you will be awarded for. You should not be looking for those awards. You should not make sure you're saying that, okay, this is something I have, so I am the complete person. There is nothing called as a complete person also. And don't go for applause. When people clap for you, don't make a speech because people will clap for you. You're gone. Speak because you can speak. Tell because you want to tell what is right. Be because you are being there. Don't show it off. Don't have that attitude of actually showing it off. Keep it to yourself. And don't run. I always want to take this example saying that, because I'm an old school guy, I always take this example. I remember telling this in one of the clubs. Why are you working without aim or without goal? If you are not interested in goal, why you have to work? Why you are not concentrating on that? There is an example in Kurukshetra that Krishna says very clearly, Karmanyavadikaraste. I had an argument with him that time in my 20s, saying that, okay, you are wrong. I always said, Nange phala enu anta gottilla mele why you have to work. He never answered me. I got the answer later on here saying that, bloody, it is the work that I am supposed to do. It is not the thing that I am supposed to concentrate on. If you are a good worker, you will get good. If you are trying to win the match, you will win the match, you will lose the game. The most important thing is, however you do it, don't try to win. Play good. A good player will always win. The whole idea is not to actually try and showcase that you don't have it. You live it and don't go for it and stay on that dharma. You know that dharma line? Dharma line is something I will quote with an example. Again, because I'm an old school, I want to give it a mythology thing. Ashwathama was not easy to be, Dronacharya was not easy to be conquered. You remember there was an incident in Kurukshetra when Yudhishthira says, Ashwathama Gata Kunjara? Yeah? Hata. Exactly. That is the point when Sri Krishna will blow his conch. So he is not telling a lie. He convinces Yudhishthira to say that you are telling that elephant is dead. Ashwathama the elephant called Ashwathama is dead. That is what you are supposed to say. And when Dronacharya asks you, is it true? You have to say yes. He was convinced. Initially Yudhishthira was not convinced because that is against dharma. Yudhishthira, you know, right? The truthful fellow. He was not convinced in the initial stages. But Sri Krishna says, they have done so much to you. They have done so much to you to take out all your things out. But can you be there for this one thing? It is not, you will not lose anything, Anta. And he gets convinced because he wants to win. He wanted to win that time. The moment he lied, or the moment he said, his chariot, which always used to be a little above the ground, comes down. You're getting? I'm not debating was Yudhishthira wrong or Sri Krishna right or whatever it is. The whole idea is, you cannot leave dharma for your thing. You have to stick to that. You have to stick to it. The whole idea of actually sticking on there makes you that person who stands on it. It is not important saying that I have to win, Anta. If you are only concentrating on winning, you will definitely win. I said you will win the match, but you will lose the game. Yeah. And heading towards Lionism is definitely not a goal. It's an absolute transformation that has to happen in you. That transformation has to be effortless one. Ad nimgene gottagbardu. Ee tara hogta ide. It should exactly take place like that. If you are struggling, if you are putting effort, you will not live it, guys. You will not live it. Unless and until you are ease with whatever you are doing, that is not going to come to you. The desire has to be desired by the desirer. If you are a perfect person, district governor anta kurchi idiyalva, aa kurchige ಅನ್ಸಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಬಂದು district governor ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಬಾರದು ನಾನು ಆ ಕುರ್ಚಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. That is what your attitude has to be like that. 13 minutes? Yeah, that's all. Guys, just live it. Thank you, Kavan Kubevu. that was fantastic for you to give me that opportunity. I am eager to listen to the other guys, and hats off, guy. Hats off. And one more line for Kavan before I close, because I have 1 minute. Anta. He always says that, Preetham, see, Lions doesn't appreciate me whenever there is something going on good. They always say that, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Anta. But buddy, again for you, Karmanyavadi Karaste. Thank you so much.